Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Terraria, the melee only challenge. In the last episode, we tried to do a couple of different things. We went to the dungeon, we did get the Muramasa. We were trying to break out of the dungeon, but we can't until we have the next tier of pickaxe, I believe. I believe we need the molten tier. And the purpose of that was, well, if we look over here at the dungeon goes really deep. And if we could escape the dungeon near the bottom, we'd be in the Underworld. Well, that didn't work out. So I went ahead and I dug a elevator. It actually didn't take that long. Took about 10 minutes with a mining potion. And it ran out near the end. One thing to note, if you ever want to make a elevator, which I highly suggest, I think everybody suggests if you play Terraria, you should probably make a elevator, which is basically just a hole straight down to the bottom of the world. You're more than likely going to encounter water, and you should probably have a water breathing potion. I didn't, and it kind of was tedious. But what we're going to do today, first of all, you might notice I've started working a little bit on the storage room. Not really much to say about that yet. I haven't done too much work, but I have done a little bit of building up here, and I decided to grab the living wood one that we have, and we can actually build with this living wood one. Maybe I'll replace all of the wood here with living wood, and maybe eventually I'll go through and replace all of the backgrounds with the living wood backgrounds. That could be cool. Ooh, I also bought a bug net because we might need to fish later, and so it will be good to have some bait to begin with. And there are a lot of enchanted nightcrawlers out tonight, so let's see if we can find any more just real quick. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing today is, at the very least, we're going to be heading down to the Underworld to get our first little bit of Hellstone. And I've already gotten a little bit of obsidian. We can grab some more while we're down there. That should not be a problem either. And the plan is pretty simple. We're just going to... I also found a life crystal while I was digging. We're going to get the Hellstone. We're going to make the fiery greatsword, I do believe. And we are going to make the Knight's Edge. From there, we may go ahead and try to take on the Wall of Flesh, which will put us into hard mode. Then again, we might not. So, for now, we're just going to head on down. So I decided to put the elevator at the bottom of the tree, and I didn't realize this side didn't actually connect. That's fine. Anyways, up top with the apartments, I'm planning on going through the tree itself and putting the rest of the apartments in the the leaves. So that should be pretty cool. But this is the elevator. Make sure you have something that prevents fall damage. That's the other important thing. Had some water drop here, and yeah, you just head straight down to the Underworld. It's pretty quick. There is a lot of things, I want to light up some of the stuff just because, it's useful to know where other caves are. And we might explore some of the caves eventually, probably once we're in hard mode, when they'll actually be useful. But we do need to find 2 more life crystals, so that is a thing. Alright, I'm really getting tired of this guy. But yeah, so we're gonna go to the Underworld. And I'm just gonna light up things as I fall down. And there is a good place. We're gonna need some obsidian. So let's go ahead and just mine some. And nothing much to say about this. Obsidian farming is pretty straightforward and easy. Lava and water make obsidian. You just mine it when it forms. Try to stay out of the lava, because lava hurts. And we might try to make a little bit of an improvement to one of... Actually, we can't. Never mind. We've yet to get the goblin. Tinkerer because we've yet to get a goblin invasion. And so without that... Oh, hey, there's a couple of things. Okay, something died over here and gave us a chain knife, which is melee. It's an early game mace that's really pretty quick. We have more hearts, and we have a marble biome. Marble biomes are kind of cool, but also like not super useful. I don't know if there's anything in particular that we'd want from this, but it's good to know that it is here. It might be more useful if... Is this like... Is that like a trash can? It is. It might be more useful in like a magic run, but because we're doing melee, I don't think there's really anything super useful from the marble biome for melee. Traveling merchant, of course. We'll go see him in a little bit, maybe, if he's still there. So that's where obsidian is dangerous. So how much do we have? 88. That should be pretty close to enough. The problem is most of the water has already drained, so really don't have any other pools except for this one. Cool. So we're just gonna get a little bit of obsidian from here, and we could make a farm. If I was doing something where I was going to need a lot of obsidian, I might do that, but there's not really a reason to in normal mode. There's not really a reason to regardless, unless you're playing like modded or something and it requires a lot of obsidian, but let's just go ahead and get the rest of this stuff taken care of. And cool. So, welcome in a second to the Underworld. The Underworld is a lot brighter than I remember. So, lava slimes are not that bad in normal mode, which is nice. I'm used to them in expert mode, and they're awful. We need to grab one of these guys, a Hellforge, and we found our first shadow chest. So, the shadow key is not consumed, and this thing is super useful. But unfortunately, ooh, obsidian skin potion is actually really nice. Unfortunately, nothing too good in there. We got the Flower of Fire, which is a magic weapon we're not allowed to use. And we're just going to come down here and mine some Hellstone. Now, Hellstone will drop lava when it is mined. That is awful. It is a huge pain to deal with. But there is a couple of ways you can deal with it. My favorite is you go to the houses, because there are multiple of these structures, and just collect it from nearby little pockets like this. And can we... There we go. And I'm actually going to replace the obsidian brick because I don't want that. Alright, so another house, and I guess let's just break this. Now, one thing to note, and this is something I'm not entirely sure how we're going to handle yet, we're probably going to want to make some sort of arena for the Wall of Flesh. The Wall of Flesh is not to be taken lightly. But in all honesty, not the most difficult of bosses. We just have to do enough damage quickly enough, and that can be a little bit of a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so this is not actually lava. So we can grab all this Hellstone. And I actually don't know how much we need. We're probably gonna need in terms of about 40 ingots at least. I think the Crimtane armor will be good enough for hard mode, but if we need to get more, we can always do that. Alright, cool. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. We can go ahead and start making some Hellstone. We have 11 so far. Not bad. Definitely need more. So let's grab a little bit more here. And there is a lot of it. As you can see, there's a ton in that little area, but it's just kind of, it's annoying to get to, so I don't usually try to get through that. Plus, this way we can also look for shadow chests and anything else. Now, something we can do is set ourselves on fire. Hellstone is hot. I mean, it does spawn lava when it breaks. So we could get more of that. You can also, this is another little way to mine it, is, put like a hole underneath the Hellstone, and that way, okay, there was 2 blocks there, but not how I wanted it to go. You can put a hole underneath the Hellstone and it will drain the lava just fine. Ooh, that is a butterfly. Oh, I can't grab it. That's right. I need a fireproof net. Not that it really matters. I don't think we really need to worry about any sort of lava fishing. That is a thing in this game. You can fish in lava, but you have to have certain things. A treasure magnet. That could be useful. And did I grab the other? Okay, I did grab the other chest. Bone dragon, bone serpent, whatever. Nothing else much down here. Nothing much else down here, anyways. Alright, so we just need to kind of continue searching through here and not dying. Demons are annoying. They fly, they hurt. But honestly, the Underworld is not super bad. These guys are annoying because they do shoot fireballs at you, but you can destroy them, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just annoying to try to mine things. Another treasure magnet and potions. Cool. Things that are decently good, but nothing that I really care about too much. So let's grab some more Hellstone. And something we can actually do is use that potion of return to make effectively a Diablo portal, which is super useful, super convenient, and there is a ton of Hellstone right here. Oh, there's also a chest. I didn't even see that chest at first. There's a chest behind the lava. Okay, so plenty of loot to be had. Let's see. Another treasure magnet, some meteorite bars, and a bunch of other things. Okay. So, how are we doing? 51. So the 2 things I want from Hellstone right now is I want to be able to get the pickaxe because that will help us mine a little bit faster, I do believe, and we're going to need it for hard mode, and we're also going to want to have 9. That's close, I think, and we're going to need to have the fiery greatsword, which is a required item for us because we are going after the Zenith. I still don't know how to pronounce that correctly. Zenith. It's the peak. Okay, we have the Dark Lance. That is 33 melee damage. That is not bad. And this is a spear. Melee damage. It's really fast. But I don't know that we'll end up using it all that much, if at all. But it is good to note. So let's grab some more Hellstone here. And then what we'll probably do is, should we make the, use the potion of return? I probably won't use it otherwise, so might as well. Let me take stuff back. And what do we have in here? Another fire flower. I know, it's the flower of fire. Completely different, but same difference. And mana regeneration potions. Don't need that. But I'll probably still take it just to get rid of the chest, so I don't, you know, recheck them. That is a magic power potion. That is also useless. Alright, let's see. Let's get some more Hellstone. And I think we can just go ahead and equip that real quick and then de-equip it, and it will work exactly how we need it to. Is there anything else we can get rid of? We don't need the mud. Alright, let's kill him. Oh, of course he drops. Ah, man. We don't need the obsidian bricks. Instead, we have the plumber's hat, aka the Mario hat. Don't want to break that, but this is a nice big vein of Hellstone. This should be relatively easy to get. There's also some fire blossom. Let's see. We could go ahead and use. Thought I had one. Gravitation potion is not. Oh, there it is. Obsidian skin. So now we are immune to lava and fire. So we can go ahead and mine this without worry. And yeah, we have 6 minutes of this. We will not die from fire or lava, and we can just go ahead and mine a bunch of this stuff. This is probably the best way to mine the Hellstone, but it can be hard to like find yourself, so it is a little bit risky. Anyways, we should have close to enough. Let's continue on to the next little area, and then we will head up and see if we have enough stuff, because I don't have with me any sort of whatchamacallits. What am I trying to say? I don't have any anvils. Alright, so this is a problem. We need to break open this guy. And there we go. Cool. So, I guess let's just go ahead and break this open as well. And oh, traveling merchant departed. I was about to go back. Alright, let's take everything there. And then right here, where is it? There it is. Potion of Return. So now we have a nice little portal that we can use. And first things first, don't need the furnace anymore. We've got a Hell Forge, which is much better. So we're gonna go ahead and smelt up. Oh, hey, we can make the fireproof, the lava-proof bug net, if we wanted to, but I don't really have much reason to. So let's go ahead and make more Hellstone, and we can make a molten pickaxe. So that is 20, and the fiery greatsword is also 20. So we needed 40. I have more than enough. We have a heavy molten pickaxe, not actually faster, and the molten greatsword, the fiery greatsword, whatever. So let's put this down, and we're gonna keep that for a second. And let's see, we're gonna want that. We're probably going to want anything else we want there. I like the bow better than the Mario hat. Take that. Okay. let's go ahead and deposit everything. And we should have somewhere in here some water walking potions. That's going to be super useful. Now, here is the question, and I think I know the answer to it, but yes. Okay. So in order to make the Night's Edge, we need to head over to the Crimson. We need to find... I wish I had some sort of speed upgrade. We are so slow. So we need to go over to the Crimson, and well, we need to get a altar. We need to find an altar, and we're going to use said altar to make the Night's Edge, which is, I think, the most powerful sword you can have in pre-hard mode. So clearly what we need. And then we're going to head back down to the Underworld, explore some more, all that kind of fun stuff. But mostly, we're going to be looking for the Guide Voodoo Doll, which comes from Voodoo Demons. And it's just a variant of demons. They act pretty much the same, but they are carrying a Voodoo Doll. And that's what we're after, because that is going to allow us to summon the Wall of Flesh. With the Wall of Flesh defeated, we'll be in hard mode, and things will be a lot more difficult. But we'll have access to a lot more fun stuff. So first things first, we just need to get over here and walk into a face team, apparently. That is not the path. But we can come into here. Right there. There is an altar right over here. Alright, so now we can make the Night's Edge, and this is something we want a good roll on. So we're going from, we can have 45 to 47. Murderous. That sounds good. 51 damage. And it's pretty quick. So with that, we should be able to head back. I don't think this will mess up the return potion. It does not. Let's quick stack all of our money. And everything else. So, yeah. I guess let's make a couple more things. We could make an obsidian skull. Doesn't matter too much, but I think we should go ahead and upgrade nothing. We could make a flamerang. It's 36. That is much better. And it's still, ooh, it's godly. It's 42. And it is still melee damage. So that is good. And I think we should just go ahead and head back down and see what else we can find. So we're going to loot this stuff. Might as well pick up the things I couldn't before. And continue our little adventure here in the Underworld. So the armor that we could get from the Hellstone is some of the... Oh, that is actual lava. Okay. Is some of the best like materials you can get, like armor that you can get. However, it's not super important to have. Like, we don't need it. It would be nice, certainly, but I think what would be nicer is lava resistance. And there is a way to get that down here, I do believe. Another flower of fire. And things are going to die a little bit easier now because we have a much better sword. Okay. So yeah, mobility is kind of the issue that we're going to have against the Wall of Flesh. And, okay, so I guess I should probably explain. The Wall of Flesh is quite literally that. It is a giant wall that will slowly make its way from one side of the screen to the other. What's that? Inferno. Ooh, that's probably going to be good. Now, what makes the Wall of Flesh so dangerous is it can effectively crush you and do a lot of damage contact-wise if you don't get away from it. Now, we're slow, but we also want to kind of be close to it. Because, well, we're melee class. Apart from our bees, we don't have a way to do much damage other than swords and boomerangs. And yeah, we just don't have range, which obviously we're playing melee. Why would we have range? So the problem that we're gonna have is staying far enough away and avoiding all of this like really bad terrain. The terrain in the Underworld is awful, and that's kind of by design. It's not supposed to be a nice, easy to traverse place. It's pretty awful. So we're gonna have to probably make a either a flat platform, or my idea was obsidian skin and water walking. That will let us walk on the lava if we can find an area that is decently long, that doesn't have like too many buildings or anything that we'd have to get through. That is just kind of like this flat lava lakes type of thing. That is really cool looking. Can I break that? I can. It doesn't do anything, but that was really cool looking. Okay, nothing down here. But yeah, so if we could find a nice lava lake-ish area, that would be ideal. Otherwise, we're going to have to probably do a platform bridge all the way across. I know some people like to do minecarts. I don't think minecarts are going to be good because, again, we need to be kind of close. Let's go ahead and heal. We need to kind of be close to the wall of flesh to really do anything. What is that? Alright, let's go ahead and do this real quick. We have extra potions. What is this stuff? Honey bricks. Okay, so we must be underneath the, I mean, clearly we're underneath the jungle. I just didn't expect to see that. So yeah, this is kind of the plan. We can run on the surface. We can even get some swiftness potions. And honestly, this side is not too bad. But we're just so slow. So we might wait on fighting the wall of flesh. And instead, I'll probably go caving and see if I can't find some Hermes boots or something. I'll look up and see how many different ways we can get those. But I think if we come to this left side, this is probably going to be the place to be, to get across and, you know, deal with the wall of flesh. I'm seeing a little bit of kind of bad terrain, but for the most part, this all looks pretty fine. Yeah, so where exactly are we? Oh yeah, this is plenty of room. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to... Ooh, there's a chest. It'd be cool if I could find lava waders, but nope, that is the Hellwing bow. Not super interesting because, well, we can't use it. There is an item called lava waders, and I might look into seeing how to get those. I don't know if they drop from the shadow chest. It's been a long time since I've even seen a pair. We might have to craft them, which if that's the case, it's not that big of a deal. But that is something to kind of consider. Lava waders would let us basically do this. I don't know if it makes us immune to the lava, but we'd probably still take the obsidian skin potion and just kind of be prepared with buffs. We have that, then we'll be good to go. So we'll probably start on the left side. This seems like yeah, we'll start right over here basically. And that seems like a good place. And then we'll work our way up the other direction. So here is a question. What's above us? Any caves or anything like that? Okay, so there is some, or at least a demon. Ooh, he dropped his magic book. Demon Scythe. We can't use it because it's magic, but it's still kind of a cool drop to get. Alright, so I'm not seeing much of anything of interest here. Something we can always do is come to the Underworld to explore the bottom of the world, basically. And sometimes it's useful, especially once we get into hard mode. It's a good way to find some of the top tier ores that are going to spawn. But all things considered, we don't really need to do much down here. So I'm going to head back, and we're going to call the episode off here. I'm going to do a little bit more building. I'm going to set up more houses. I'm going to set up the storage a little bit. And next time, I'm hopefully going to have some Hermes boots or lava waders or something that'll give us a little bit more speed. And once we have that, we should be able to take on the Wall of Flesh. We'll just have to find a voodoo doll and murder our guide. So that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!